First Mikuni experience, I think it was in when?
It was in the late 80s, so
yeah.
It had to have been close to when
right.
Mikuni opened.
Yeah, it was
because
just, oh, I'm sorry, go ahead. Yeah, it was just mom and dad, and we were visiting friends in Orangeville, and she felt like having lunch, and we just saw this little Japanese restaurant. She's half Japanese, so we decided to stop in, and she just fell in love with the salad dressing. And we live in South Sacramento, and she would just have us drive all the way out. She tried to buy the salad dressing, and
yeah, they did. They sold it.
Did they sell it?
Yeah, they
or
sold
they
it
gave
to
it to
us.
her free?
No, they sold it.
Yeah, but at that time it wasn't a sushi restaurant, so we loved sushi, and we hadn't been there in a while. Then we were at another sushi restaurant years later, and we heard customers saying, "Hey, this is the greatest sushi bar. You got to try it." And so we go, let's check it out. Then we went out there and go, "Hey, we've been here." Okay, and it was totally different. Tara was working. It was just a great atmosphere.
You know, Craig and I have always been so much of a foodie, so restaurants are very important in our life. And so when we first moved out here from the Bay Area, one of the first things that we actually did was to look at the restaurants in the area, and the very first restaurant we actually came into is Mikuni's. And actually it was great because obviously the food was fantastic, and people were incredible. So we knew right then and there we found a great restaurant that we pretty much decided, because of Mikuni's, to move to, to Sacramento. So it's amazing.
My first Mikuni memory would probably have to be back at the old Hazel store, when there was just Hazel and Roseville, and a couple friends and I had never eaten sushi before, so we all dared each other to go in. We sat at the sushi bar and just ate sushi rolls. Nothing raw, and we just kept telling the sushi chef, nothing raw, just make us more rolls. And we probably sat there for 2 hours eating sushi.
When I first started going to Mikuni's in Fair Oaks, I actually went there quite often. My office at the time was within 10 minutes, and Tara was there, and I would go literally once, twice a week. And the times I'd have to go twice a week, I didn't want my wife to know that I had been there 2 times in the same week by looking at the credit card, so I had to actually use 2 different credit cards so she wouldn't see that I was there more than once a week.
22 years ago. It was on Hazel Avenue, went into Mikuni's and had the small little sushi bar, and tried sushi for the first time, and did not like it. But then ended up going back next week, and the story tells from there. Been going for 22 years now.